start. Abby Cullen going to run the favourite. Mrs. Mustn't Touch is the second favourite. They're set and ready. Now we're about to get the light. There it is, and away they go this time. Devil Dust pounced out quickly. Out wider on the track, Jackleberry and the favourite Abby Cullen's got going smartly. Mrs. Mustn't Touch is driving through. Abby Cullen just went a bit rough on that bottom corner. He rocked back into them though as Mrs. Mustn't Touch goes to the lead. Tit for Tat's running second on the inside. Abby Cullen was third, the outside, and then Keys to the Village, and the next one was Devil Dust. They were followed further back by Jackleberry, Smoke and Tally. Baked in the cities well back was Say It Isn't So, and Illawong Knight's gone back to the tail of the field. First quarter was 29.1 as they go by the 1200 metre peg, and Mrs. Mustn't Touch is the pilot. The favourite Abby Cullen's a metre and a half away on the outside, tucked in behind the leader Tit for Tat, and in the 1-1 Little Devil Dust. Three back along the inside, then was Keys to the Village in turn, covered up by Jackleberry the outside. Next over on the inside was Smoke and Tally, and he's racing underneath Baked in the City. So It Isn't So's pulled out three deep, and back at the tail was Illawong Knight. Second quarter was 32.6. They're at the judge and they're a circuit outer, and Mrs. Mustn't Touch is the pilot. Leads by on the outside Abby Cullen running second, about a metre and a half away, 2 metres now as they go by the 600. Then on the inside was Tit for Tat. Say It Isn't So's three deep around Devil Dust, and then on the inside Keys to the Village, Baked in the City. Then Jackleberry, Smoke and Tally, and Illawarra Knight back at the tail by the 400. They travel down the back in 30.8, and Mrs. Mustn't Touch in front. Jackleberry just racing roughly on that corner, and so too is Abby Cullen. Then on the inside was Tit for Tat, and Say It Isn't So around the outside, but the leader's kicked. Mrs. Mustn't Touch is kicked as they run for home and opened up what should be a winning break on the short straighter. Mrs. Mustn't Touch in front. On the outside, trying hard again, getting going, was Abby Cullen. Through the inside, Keys to the Village, but Mrs. Mustn't Touch has beaten Keys to the Village. Tit for Tat got third. Abby Cullen was fourth home. They were followed in by Devil Dust, then Illawarra Knight. The next one to pull up was Jackleberry. Further back then, behind them came Smoke and Tally, and Baked in the City was back there was Say It Isn't So at the tail.